that's not what I really wanted to talk about. But this can definitely segue into what I want to talk about. I used to work with a dude who thought segue was pronounced segue. So I want to segue into the next topic, which I want to talk about. It's a man up pillar, another foundational rule, if that's a word, foundational rule of manning up. With this one, I'm going to kind of jump ahead of myself because I was thinking about this just the other day. And this is, I call it regrouping or retreating. Regrouping or retreating is when it's an aftermath of something that might have happened to you. I don't know, divorce, lose your job, drop out of school, maybe lose your house. You know, it could be one thing that happened, then that spirals into some other things that go wrong into your life. So sometimes when those things happen, like in those old karate movies that used to come out, you know, Kung Fu theater back in the 70s, you know, the karate dude or the Kung Fu dude would try to fight, you know, the enemy, the dude who killed his master. He always lost the first time. He always lost the first time. So what did he do after he always lost? He always went to the woods and punched on trees for about 20 minutes of the movie to get ready to go fight the dude again. I got speaking of karate movies, I got some impersonation from a movie. Okay, and whoever can comment on my YouTube channel first, who knows what movie this is from, I'll send you a t-shirt. All right, tell me, what movie is this from? Can I help you? Can you help me? Why, Sean? What would you like? Do you have any Chinese spare ribs? Chinese spare ribs? What is that? You mean to tell me you don't know what Chinese spare ribs are? No, what is that? Let me show you, man. So, what movie is that from? Alright, topic, regrouping. I call it retreating sometimes. Sometimes in life, things happen, you know, they're kind of fucked up, so you got to kind of regroup. Regroup, what I mean, is not, you know, go and hide somewhere, but it's just kind of like stepping back from the situation, assessing the situation. Let's say you went through a divorce or a bad breakup, you lost your job, or I don't know, you made a pretty bad business decision. You went into business with somebody and this didn't work out. So you got to kind of, and it affected your livelihood, your life, your ego, your finances, all that. So sometimes in life, you got to regroup, retreat, kind of assess what happened, look at the situation, make some really, what's the word, incisive thoughts, how you can prevent that particular action and one similar to that from happening again. In other words, when you regroup, and when I say when you group, I mean this is like some life-altering shit. You gotta really regroup to break a cycle of things that you find that you're repeating in your life over and over again. And people who get into bad relationships, who get into bad businesses, you know, make bad financial deals, whatever, deal with people they shouldn't be dealing with. It's a pattern. It's a cycle. So sometimes in your life, to prevent that cycle from to prevent that cycle, you gotta step back and really dissect what it is that you're doing that makes that pattern keep creeping back into your life. And sometimes when you regroup, you gotta cut back and start cutting back. You might have to get rid of your house, get rid of some cars, get rid of some friends, stop hanging out at certain places, stop going to certain places, stop dealing with certain people. It could be a whole life change. And a lot of people, they're afraid of this because they let their egos lead them, and they're looked upon like, well, what would so-and-so think, or what would these people think if I go from driving a 2008 so-and-so to a 1993 Hoopty, Camry, Toyota Camry or whatever. But it's, you gotta have an ends to your means with this, you know. So this man up pillar is about regrouping, assessing your situation, dissecting it, stepping back from it, taking a real hard, long look at things, your life, and what you can do to make changes. Because when you regroup too, it's also a part of coming back and reestablishing yourself, reinventing yourself, maybe doing some different things, maybe taking up some different type of hobbies, doing some different activities. When you're doing this, you're not just sitting at home stewing and brooding, whatever how you say the word. You're actually doing things. You're implementing strategies, you're implementing actions to get on with your life in a different sort of way, different kind of manner. You know, but you're not really telling folks about all this. You're not out, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You're just doing it. People might ask, well, where you be going every day after work? What you be doing on the weekends? I don't see you too much. You might be driving out of town working on a different kind of business deal. You know what? From now on, keep that shit to yourself. Stop telling folks your business plans and this, that. Just do it. When they find out about it, when you blow up somewhere, then they'll find out about it. But in the meantime, just silently and creepingly, keep your shit to yourself. You know, go after your goals. You got to go after your goals in a manner, I call them in a win-win manner. In other words, sometimes when you regroup, you got to step back and do things in small steps. You got to do things on a small scale, but you always got to look at things as a win. You got to you gotta win. You know, you might not you know, be the #1 salesperson for the year, but try to get those sales, try to win for that day. You know, in other words, every small thing that you do, you try to accomplish towards your bigger goal, you gotta win it. You know, you might have got your car repoed somewhere, and you haven't been able to buy a car in a while. So you might have to go somewhere and kind of pay a little bit extra on interest, but you find a nice car, a payment you can pay, that you can afford. But normally somebody might tell you, like a friend of yours or a family member might tell you, well, you shouldn't be buying a car at that interest rate or from that particular lot, but you did your research. You know it's a good car, you know it's straight, and you know deep down inside it's the right decision for you. So you do it. That's your win. You won that. You got your car. You won. You know, you might have had some problems getting a place to stay after bankruptcy or divorce or loss of a job or whatever, or even getting a job. You know, you might have to go out and take a job. Yeah, normally somebody with your education level and skill level might be a little kind of a demotional sort of thing for you, but it's a win. It's a job. You got a job. It might not, you know, you might be walking around with a master's degree as a substitute teacher, but you know what? It's a win. You got the job, and it's a ends. It's a means toward the ends, because you're working silently in your head, knowing that you have a particular goal or thing that you're trying to reach to, and this is your stepping stone back into that goal. All right. Let me take a short break here for my sponsor. You know what the sponsor is. You know, hold on. It's the fresh. I don't have it on right now. It's the MANUP shirt. So get your MANUP shirt. These are available right now. Get your MANUP shirt. Go on my MySpace page to order these shirts. They are, my MySpace page is myspace.com/ I don't know if that's a forward or backward slash, but you know what it is. It's myspace.com cranium crap, and you should pull me up, or you can do a Google search for that. Hit me up on Facebook. I got a Facebook group page. It's MANUP T-shirts. Do a search for that in the group section. That should come up. Be my friend. Let's do some social networking. Be my friend on MySpace. Make comments on the YouTube channel page for this if you like it. I think that's all I got right now. Like I said, just to kind of just to kind of to sum all this up.